goods of property and in goods. Oil is separated from 100 liters of oil available. It will be called uncertain goods, and the property in the goods does not pass away. It remains with a rule. Firstly, goods need to be ascertained. Then only the ownership transfer from seller to the buyer. Till the time of goods unascertained, the ownership remains with the seller. Unconditional appropriation of goods. Seller and buyer mutually select the goods for the buyer without any conditions attached to it or give consent mutually for selecting the goods, essentially a valid appropriation. Selection of goods. Selection of goods may be based on sample of description provided. Good must be in deliverable state. Consent by buyer and seller express or implied, but there are few exceptions to it, which means even non-owners can sell if they don't have the ownership of goods. Exception to the nemo dat quod non habet. Sale by Estiple. A statement or conduct leads the buyer to believe that the person selling the good has the authority to sell them, and the actual owner don't show any objection regarding the sale transaction. This will be considered sale by Estiple. If below mentioned conditions are fulfilled, the actual owner don't show any objection regarding the sale transaction. Buyer acted in good faith. Buyer don't have any doubt. Sale by mercantile agent. Mercantile agent is a person who is appointed by principal to do some acts on his behalf. So mercantile agent can sell goods on behalf of the principal even if he is not the actual owner of the good, but below mentioned conditions should be fulfilled by mercantile agent. Sale by joint owner. Example, there are two persons A and B who jointly owns a gold bar. They will be called joint owners. Here both of them are owners. Ownership is divided between them. If the owner wants to sell gold bar, then below mentioned conditions need to be fulfilled. Sole possession of goods with other joint owners' consent. Buyers act in good. Buyer don't have any doubt. No notice of no authority to sell. Sale by person in possession of goods under voidable contract. We have already done voidable contract. Now only explaining this point here. If the cheated party do not take any action, then the other party who has obtained the goods by coercion, undue influence, etc. can sell goods provided below mentioned conditions are fulfilled. Continues to have the possession of goods. That means A has still possession of goods which is being sold to B, but now he is selling to C. Buyer has no knowledge of the previous sale. That means he does not have the knowledge of sale but between A and B. Buyer acted in good faith. Buyer C in this case do not have any doubt. Sale by buyer before transfer of ownership. Example, A has not sold goods to B but only delivered the goods to B. That means only the possession of goods is transferred. So here this does not make B a buyer and A a seller. There is only a bailor, A and a bailee B relation created, and A remains the actual owner, but still B sold the goods to C, and this transaction is valid if below mentioned conditions are followed, and hence C will become the actual owner of the goods.